Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching India Tonight with me, Sumita Karir. Today has been all about the big stakes, the high stakes Delhi polls. But ladies and gentlemen, there is a whole lot of stories that are making news, and we're tracking all of them right here on India Tonight. So let's begin with some updates coming in from the telecom sector. And with a view to revive the fortunes of beleaguered public sector telecom companies MTNL and BSNL, the government has now approved the monetization of companies' land bank worth 16,000 crore rupees. Also, the Delhi Development Authority can relax the payment of related charges by the company, which will make it easier for MTNL to sell its land. ET Now Sumit Chaturvedi filed this report earlier in the day on all of these developments.
Well, government has paved the way for land asset monetization of MTNL. Well, the company owns land bank worth rupees 16,000 crore. And in the latest development, it is being learned from the sources that DDA, Delhi Development Authority, can waive off the main charges when it comes to land bank. So it will be easier for government to monetize this land bank, and bids can come in the current month. That is something that is going to be a big relief for a debt-ridden MTNL that has a debt of around 32,000 crore rupees. Well, government has an ambitious plan of collecting rupees 10 lakh crore from asset monetization in the current financial year. It was announced in the budget 2025. So government is banking on this massive money to fund its infra projects. But this is going to come from the companies like MTNL and BSNL. And the current status is that MTNL is going to be having this asset monetization, which is going to give a big relief to the company, the beleaguered company MTNL.
And ladies and gentlemen, with that, let's take a look at how the markets are shaped up today. Well, the Nifty snapped its two-session gaining streak, ending just below the 23,700 levels. Meanwhile, in the broader markets, both the Nifty mid-cap and small-cap ended the day in the green. Sectorally, Nifty Metal was the top gainer, advancing for the second session, and Nifty Energy, PSBs and banks, along with the pharma pack, all of those sectors ended the day in the red. But which other sectors ended the day in the red? Well, Nifty Realty, FMCG and IT were some of the other sectors that ended the day in the red. Meanwhile, my colleague Snehi Shah is now joining us with cues that are lined up for in trade tomorrow. Snehi, so lots to look forward to tomorrow as well. I can see there is initial jobless claims to be looked forward to, retail sales in the Eurozone and BOE's rate decision. What else is lined up for in trade tomorrow?
Well, yes, lots of cues to watch out for in tomorrow's trade. Tomorrow being Thursday, it's the weekly Nifty expiry, so watch out for any market volatility, if at all, on the back of the weekly expiry. Globally, from the US, you have initial jobless claims. From UK, the Bank of England rate decision will be out, so watch out for that. Remember, last week we had Fed, tomorrow we have Bank of England, and by the end of the week, we also have the India MPC decision coming out. From Eurozone, you have retail sales numbers as well, so keep a close eye on all of these macroeconomic indicators. But shifting focus back home once again, it's going to be a very busy day for us in terms of Q3 earnings, because you have 6 Nifty companies that will be coming out with their Q3 numbers, the likes of Bharti Airtel, Trent, ITC, Hero MotoCorp as well as Britannia. So watch out for all of these stocks in tomorrow's trade. Other than this, also from the broader markets, the likes of Gulf Oil, Aurobindo Pharma, Ramco Cement, Bharat Dynamics, Chambal Fertilizers, Apollo Tyres, Sobha, Sonata Software, Cochin Shipyard, and a whole host of other companies will be coming out with their Q3 numbers. So watch out for all of these stocks and more in tomorrow's trading session. In terms of corporate action, then Uno Minda will be in focus, because that board will be meeting tomorrow to mull fundraising. So watch out for any announcement on that front. And it's also the last day to buy a whole host of shares like GAIL, India, GRSE, Jindal Stainless, Marico, Nestle, Powergrid, Quest, Chola, ONGC, Tube Investment, and a whole host of other shares. Tomorrow will be the last day to buy these shares if you want to be eligible for their interim dividend. Lastly, in terms of other events, some commentary expected from the Fed, because Fed Governor Christopher Waller is all set to speak. So watch out for any important cues in his speech. But well, yes, keep a close eye on all of these cues in tomorrow's trading session.
All right. Thank you very much, Snehi, for filling us in on all the cues that are lined up for in trade tomorrow. But ladies and gentlemen, let's now take a look at how Wall Street is opening. Well, a lot of earnings-led moves are being seen on Wall Street. Alphabet and AMD both have missed earnings estimates that analysts were estimating of these companies. In fact, Uber has also reported a weak guidance for the next quarter, and reports suggest that Apple might be facing regulatory action in China. So overall, it's been a slow start to the session on Wall Street as of now. Speaking of levels. We can see the Dow Jones down by 0.44%. The Nasdaq down as well, which is tech heavy, 0.6% down. In fact, S&P 500 is also down by 0.45%. Gold is inching up as far as the levels are concerned, and remember, there have been heightened tensions between the United States and of course China over the weekend over levies as well, so that also had quite an impact on the Wall Street. As of now, we can of course see some pressure building on the Wall Street on the back of earnings. There are earnings that have come in from Alphabet chipmaker AMD that have brought down the tech sector lower, and of course a decline in Apple has also put in pressure on major indices. And with that, it's time now for us to step into a quick break. And